I know a lot of my videos have been in the car recently. I do apologize, but I did just want to go ahead and tell you guys why I created Top Fitness and what my main mission is. I kind of want to share my story a little bit. So, posting on social media about Christ can sometimes be scary. You will ask yourself, okay, well, what will my coworkers think? What will my friends think? What will my cousin think? And I want to help people be more bold for Christ. That way we can help advance his kingdom. I know I have had these thoughts plenty of times before, and I won't lie, I still have these thoughts sometimes. I think, okay, what will so and so think? Even though that shouldn't matter at all. When we get to the end of our lives, there is one judge. It's not Joe from work, it is God. It is Jesus. He is the one who will say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," or he'll say, "Nah, sorry, you were too scared to post about me, and therefore, I don't. As long as you're a believer of Jesus, you'll get in heaven. I 100% believe that. But I don't want to disappoint God. I think that's my biggest thing. I want to be bold and on fire for God, and that's exactly what I want to do. Plus, I also want to advance His kingdom, and when I talk about this, what I really mean is even with people around the world, for sure, but even close friends and followers, because I don't want to get to heaven and have one of my closest friends not be there because I was too shy to share the gospel. I was a believer in Jesus and I was on fire for Jesus, but yet I didn't want to tell my friend about it. I didn't want to make a post about it because I was too shy. And this is the main message that I want to preach to all the athletes is if I go to your social media and I'm a judge convicting you of being a Christian or not, is there enough evidence to be guilty? And I won't lie to you guys. If you used to go to my social media, you could have no idea I was a Christian. But now you look at it and people will be like, "Oh, this guy's a Jesus freak," which is just awesome. I mean, that's what I want people to know me as, is a guy that is a Jesus freak and into fitness. And that's why I started the brand Top Fitness, which stands for the 1%. So how I came up with that name is I started out by having the company called MHS, or Mark's Hybrid Supplements. I had no rhyme or reason why I did that. More of like an egotistical thing. People see me, see Austin. Austin's the greatest, Austin's the best. But I knew that I needed more. I needed something bigger than myself. And I had to look at myself, the company, and what I really wanted my mission to be in life. And it's exactly what I just told you, to advance his kingdom. And that's the mission at Top Fitness here. So then how did I come up with the 1%? So when it was MHS, I told people that our slogan all the time was be the 1%, because this is what I wanted to be when I was training for a marathon. I wanted to be the 1% of people who have ever ran a marathon before. So therefore, be the 1% was our slogan, and that's what I always told myself to strive like you want to be the 1%. So even when I had MHS, a lot of people loved that slogan, and I was like, okay, people are coming to MHS because of that slogan, not necessarily because of the name. So therefore, I was like, well, let's make the new company that name, but with a different mission. And that's exactly what I did. Top Fitness, the 1% fitness, with the mission of advancing his kingdom. That's kind of a little story time there, but that's how I came up with the name Top Fitness and what the mission of the company is. So I would say within the past year of having the business, I have done so much with my relationship towards God and helped a ton of people grow closer to God as well, which is awesome. And that is exactly what my plan was to do. Whenever I don't know what to do, I pray about it. I ask God to lead me and direct me into the right direction, because I don't have all the answers. Half the days, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what to post or what to say. Even making this video, I just was told or had a gut feeling like, okay, let's preach the video again. Let's tell our story and tell why we should be more bold for Christ, why we should advance his kingdom, and start posting more about him and not be so shy. Because like I said, at the end of our life, do we want God to say, Austin, I'm glad that you represented me, or I'm glad you're here, but you could have led so-and-so to heaven, but now since you didn't, they didn't get here. And honestly, I don't want that guilt on me. I want to know that I did everything in my path to help everybody get to heaven. That's it. And everyone that knows me knows that I'm a Christian. I read a pretty cool quote the other day, actually made a reel about it, but it said, sometimes you are the only Bible that people will read. And I thought, or the first Bible people will read. And I thought, wow, like that spoke to me. So that just shows that we need to act like Jesus, be good examples. I'm sure you know plenty of Christians that are very petty and not very Christian-like. I know a few, unfortunately, but we want to live like Christ. We want to see people. We want people to see Christ's love through us, and that's what I want to show. A couple months ago, about a year ago, I was at work, and some of the ladies were talking about seeing Phil Wickham in concert. And I said, "Oh, I like him," and they kind of looked at me and were like, "We had a feeling you were a Christian, but we just didn't say anything." And honestly, that was one of my proudest moments, that people could see Christ living through me, which was just awesome. And honestly, that is one of my biggest goals, is to just allow Christ to live through me and just help bring more people to him. I would say personally, the biggest thing that I struggle with is asking people if I could pray for them. I should even go to the front of my church whenever they have an altar call and start praying for people. I believe that that's probably where it starts, and making this video, that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. Is I'm going to go up and just start praying for people when they have an altar call or people need prayer in church. Because I see a lot of people that say, "Oh, well, I've healed people before with prayer. God just uses me that way." I've never really prayed for anyone that way before, so I don't know if that's a thing for me, or if God wants to use me that way. I don't know. I just need to get better at praying for people in public and in general. I do it in my own personal time, but I don't do it in public. I don't go up to someone who says they have a hurt knee and say, "Hey, can I pray for you?" Something I need to get better at. But anyway, just want to come on here, share a little story time. Hope you're all having a blessed day. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. Keep doing what you're doing. Be the 1%.